can be limited, what's your thought about the idea of 13 states passing a state constitutional amendment that would make it unconstitutional in that state for the state to even consider the ratification of an amendment from a runaway convention, i.e., an amendment from a convention that has ignored the instructions of the states that called it to limited scope?
Yeah, let me touch on the first one. The second one raises, I think, two complicated issues for the time we've got. There are some issues that really could be resolved on their own. I mean, one of the defects of the Constitution is that it doesn't provide for continuity in government should there be a catastrophic attack. There is, in fact, a proposal agreed on by the American Enterprise Institute and the Brookings Institution. This is about as nonpartisan an issue that you can imagine. I presume that all of us agree that it would be a bad thing if there were no functioning national government at all following a successful attack on the Capitol and the White House. Congress has not acted. Now, there are a number of, we could have another panel on why Congress hasn't acted, but I can imagine a single issue constitutional convention about that. Everybody would go home, end of the discussion. On the other hand, one of my hobby horses has become Inauguration Day. I think it's really, really dumb to wait 11 weeks after an election that might repudiate a sitting president during time of war, during an economic crisis. The successor, whether it's Ronald Reagan or Barack Obama, should be inaugurated much more quickly. I love the 20th Amendment because it actually recognized this kind of specific. But if you really start talking about moving Inauguration Day up, you get into the Electoral College and you get into other issues. So at this point, the Constitution is a lot like a sweater, that you think you're unraveling the one strand, and then you discover as you go along that your whole sleeve is falling off. So I think we really do have to figure out to what extent is, the thigh bone connected to the hip bone, et cetera, so that any serious discussion will lead you to Philadelphia and the kind of comprehensive overview, and what kinds of issues really are standalone. And then our condemnation of Congress would be that either, my own preferred explanation is they're just too busy with other things. I don't think they're evil, venal people. I think this is not on their radar screen. They didn't want to think about the problem of continuity in government. But it's very easy to imagine that as